What now? Now that you're awake, how do you navigate this world? Because it isn't all love and light. How do you find that balance? And how do you trust yourself? How do you trust other people? And how do you learn to lead again? When we break or have a breakdown, or we want to call it the awakening, you lose all confidence in yourself. You surrender. You surrender to the pain, and you just let it flow. That's what I did. I just let it flow. And I worked on it, and I stripped away and stripped away, right to the core, to the bare minimum, where there was nothing left. And now, for me, it's building it all back up. I know my essence. I know who I am. So now how do I learn to navigate this world, to coexist with the darkness, find that balance within the grey? Because it is possible. It is possible. You can do it. So it's all about breaking it down. How do we do it? How do I trust again? How do I trust my own intuition? How do I trust my own navigation that's within me, and not to repeat and fall again? That's the big thing for me. I know one thing though, you can't fight it. You have to surrender. You have to go with the flow and get up each day and take it as it comes. Take the day as it comes. But what puts a spanner in the works is that you can't just do that. You work, you have other commitments, you have many hats that you wear, and to fulfill those, you've got to get up. You can't just lie in your pit. You can't just sit there meditating all day. You've got to learn to live, and you've got to learn to go out there again, go back out in the big wide world, and build yourself up. And the only way we can build ourselves up is by putting one foot in front, and by stop doing the patterns that were a survival technique. And I think another big thing for me is you don't need a guru. You don't need to follow somebody else to give you the validation that you're on the right path. You have to follow yourself. You see, I had it all. Over the 2 years, I've had therapy several times, and I've worked, because I'm a talker, as you might notice. I love talking, because that's how I process. I process things through talking. And we all need a safe space. We all need someone who will hold space for you, who will allow you to talk, who won't just come in there and try to fix it, or who won't just say, well, do you know what? You want to do it like this? No, just listen. So this is where I love a good therapist, because they just let me talk. And my own answers come back, but also they give compassion. They reflect back. So I know that the answers are all there. I just need to wheedle them out. And I guess this is why I do my videos. This is me now sitting here, 5 o'clock in the morning, listening to the birds and just talking. I normally do this in my journal, but I thought I'd do it on a camera today. I might share it, I might not share it, but that's where I'm at. And I think it's important to realise that we have to become our own leaders in our world, because it's when we lead, that is when we are our true, authentic self. We don't need to control anybody. Just learn to control yourself, your own emotions. Be in charge of you. You don't need to be in charge of anyone else. Even as a mother, now that they're old enough, they need to take responsibility. They need to learn responsibility. And I'm not there to spoon feed them. I've given them the tools and they need to use them. Just like I've now been given the tools. I'm awake. I see the world for what it is. I'm not deluded anymore. I've got my barriers. And I've just got to now go out there. I've got to live my life, be myself, and be prepared for the friction. And don't put yourself in situations where people are going to purposely trigger you, like they do on social media. Because people like to do that. People, like all your keyboard warriors, they've got nothing else, nothing better to do with their lives, so they sit there just typing rubbish because people want a reaction. And I think one thing we must realize is that our emotions are our power, and that's what people want. They want to harness that. People love reactions, and there's a lot of people that want that. They want to see you in that same emotional distress. So no, those are my key lessons. Those are my key things that I need to do. But yeah, that's all I have now in my head. What now? Now that you're awake. And how are you going to do this, girl? Because you've always led your own life. I was the firstborn, and the firstborn always has to lead. They will bestowed that upon them to be the leader, to stand alone and to walk alone, but we can't do it alone. We never do anything alone in life, even though we might think, oh no, I'm going to do it alone. No, you can't do anything alone. There's always somebody. Universe, God will send someone to help you. And I see that. I know I haven't done this alone. I haven't done anything alone in my life. I've always had the right wisdom, I've had the right words, but I've been prepared to receive it. I've always had an open mind. I've always respected what people said. But just because I respected it doesn't mean that I took it in and took it on board and made it part of my identity. Our identity is our own. We're not our religious belief. We're not our nationality. We're not our parents. And we're not our family. We are us. We're individuals. And it's when you learn to find who you are, love who you are, and live within your skin and take accountability and responsibility for yourself, that is when you're awake. That is when you are a true leader. So lead in your life. And this is me talking to myself. Because I am a Gemini. Geminis have a duality. And that's it. So thank you for listening to my ramblings. I might share it. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But anyway, be kind to yourself. Love who you are. And have a good day.